Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video where we are going to be going through all the LEGO Star Wars games and I'm going to be ranking my top 5. So currently, as it stands, there are 5 LEGO Star Wars games that are out. This is not including the Skywalker Saga. We got the Complete Saga, we got the video game, we got the original Trilogy, which was number 2, we got the Clone Wars, which was number 3, and obviously we got the Force Awakens as well. That makes up 5 games all in total, and I'm going to be going through my favourite ones from 5th being the worst all the way to number 1, which was my favourite. Don't get me wrong guys, I enjoyed every single one of these games. I love LEGO Star Wars and I love LEGO games overall, but the way I'm going to be ranking these is due to my personal views of these games, whether that's the memories that came out of them, the nostalgia, how long I played these games as a child or even now because I still play them, and basically just adding up everything I liked about these games and what ones I prefer to play over the others. So let's move on, but let me know in the comment section your top 5. How would you rank these games and what one's your favourite and what one is your worst? Just before jumping in, thank you everyone that's been watching the videos. Make sure to like this one if you do enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button to stay updated to all the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news and turn notification bells on as well. Thank you so much and enjoy the video. So starting us off at number 5, I have to go for LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Now, when I was younger, this is a game that I did play for quite a bit, but nowhere near as much as the other games. I was very into playing the Complete Saga and also the video game when that came out in 2005, but when this game came out in 2006, I didn't play it as much as I thought I would. It was a great game nonetheless. Obviously, the original trilogy, the movies as well, are really cool and I love them. They're most probably the best films out of all of them. But unfortunately, I just didn't really play this game as a kid too much. Like I said, I did play it, but not as much as the other games. So this game was teased from the LEGO Star Wars the video game. If you got True Jedi throughout all the missions and all the games and levels on the LEGO Star Wars the video game, then at the end you'd get a bonus mission for A New Hope, which basically teased this game for 2006. This got a lot of people hyped, but obviously me being a young child, I didn't know too much about, you know, leaks for games and stuff that was coming out, so I sort of just got the games for Christmas from my parents and I'll just go along and play them. I did get this one, and as mentioned, I didn't play it nowhere near as much as I played the video game when that first came out in 2005, but nonetheless I did enjoy playing this game. But this is why I'm ranking it number 5, because it was my least played and basically my least favourite. Like I've already said, this could be controversial, but guys, this is just my own opinion. I know this is a great game, and I'm not saying any of these aren't good games, because they all are. But yeah, let's just move on to number 4. So, coming in at number 4, it is the 2005 classic LEGO Star Wars the video game. Now, there's a few reasons I'm ranking this number 4. Number 1 is because I enjoyed playing it more than LEGO Star Wars 2 the original trilogy, which I've already mentioned, but it's not going to come in my top 3, and here is why. First of all, the game, it was the very first LEGO Star Wars game to come out in 2005. It only had 3 movies in it, obviously the first trilogy that came out, so The Phantom Menace, The Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, and the movies were very meh. Some people didn't like them, some people really enjoyed them, but it was very mixed reviews. But when adding them into a game, I quite enjoyed the gameplay. Although this game wasn't HD and the characters weren't very detailed and it's a bit, you know, old, obviously being out in 2005, the game has so much nostalgia to it, which is why I really enjoyed the game. I remember picking this game up at Christmas and I played it and played it and played it all day long, and I used to play it all the time. Whenever I'd get bored, I'd always go to this game, and this is why I'm ranking it above number 2, because I played it a lot more. But this game brings a lot of nostalgia to me, and it's also awesome how they've put these 2 games both into the Complete Saga. And when that happened in 2007, it blew me away, and like I say, I played the Complete Saga non-stop. Another reason this game comes at number 4 is because it wasn't very technical. The game was very easy to play. It didn't last too long. You can most probably complete this game within 3 to 4 hours. It didn't take too long. You could speed run this pretty quickly, and there wasn't too much to it, so it wasn't very technical and it wasn't very clean. But obviously they cleaned it up in the Complete Saga and added a lot of new stuff to it. But like I say, it was a very basic Lego game, and that's why it's coming in at number 4. Okay, so we are moving on to number 3. Coming in at number 3, we have Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I actually really enjoyed this game. I am currently doing a walkthrough on the channel as well for the Road to the Skywalker Saga, and I'm still enjoying it today. But there are a few issues with this game that I do not enjoy. So I'd say the first issue is the fact that it is only one movie. It's based on one movie. The game is pretty lengthy still, and there's a lot to play. But like I say, compared to the video game, the original trilogy, and some of the other games as well, especially the complete saga that has 6 movies, this is just based off one movie. Now, I can see why they made this game. Obviously, Star Wars made a massive comeback with The Force Awakens, a brand new Star Wars movie, one that hasn't been out for years, and just out of nowhere they drop a Star Wars movie, so Lego jump on it, and they're like, okay, yes, let's make another Lego Star Wars game. Star Wars games are amazing, and people love them, so I can see why they made this game, but like I say, just basing it off one movie, it wasn't enough for me. The things I like about this game though are the technical aspects, so there's a lot of technicalities to it. So you got stuff when you're building objects, it's not just building one object to figure stuff out, there's a lot of puzzles in it and a lot of brain work to figure out the levels and get through the missions. And also, not to mention, they added in a lot of characters with this game. Obviously the first 6 movies had all similar characters like Luke, Leia, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Darth Vader, but when this came out it introduces a lot of new characters. We started playing as Kylo Ren, we started playing as Rey, BB-8, Poe, all these different characters that we've never experienced in a Lego Star Wars game before had come alive, and it was brand new for us, and obviously it was a bit of open world as well, which was brilliant. I'm not saying this is a bad game, because it's not. It's actually a very good game and I really do enjoy it, and if you haven't played it yet, I do recommend it because it is a good game. And I also like the combat system on this. The combat style was really good, really fun, and I do enjoy it a lot. And there's a lot of different things they added to this game that weren't in previous games, and there's so many to talk about that I can't really fit it in, but if you go watch my walkthrough, then there's a lot of different things I talk about in there and the stuff I like. Like I say, one of the best things about it is just that there's a lot of puzzles, and it's not just as easy as the video game when that came out in 2005 where you can just run through it. There's a lot to it, and there's a lot to complete the missions as well, and some of the missions can last like 30 to 40 minutes as I've seen on my walkthrough as well. I didn't quite realise it when I played it back in the day, but at the minute it does take quite a long time to complete some of the missions, which is good because it leaves us with a lot to play with, and there's a lot of different things you can get. You can get red bricks, mini bricks, and all these different things, mini kits as well, and there's a lot that comes to it, and quite honestly it's really good. And like I say, there's free roam as well where you can go out and just play as any of the characters that you've unlocked as well, which is really good. And obviously you get the free play in the missions as well, which you do with all Lego games. But overall, this is coming in at number 3 because the top 2 are my favourites. So at number 2, if you haven't guessed already, it is not the complete saga, because we all know where that's going to come, but it's Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. Now, this is a game where some people really liked it and some people didn't, but I was one of the ones that liked it. It's a bit like Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. I really enjoyed this game. It opened up a lot of new features for me. I enjoyed the Clone Wars as well, so when this game came out I got very excited. And the new character designs as well I thought were really, really cool. Obviously the characters were meant to look a bit more cartoony as it is off the Clone Wars, and they did a great job with it. The designs, the animations, and the way the game played out was really, really cool, and there was so much to it as well, which I really enjoyed. One of the reasons I'm putting this at number 2 is because it leaves a lot of memories for me. I played this game a hell of a ton when this came out. It had been a while since a Lego game had came out for Star Wars, and I remember them dropping this at one of their interviews, and a trailer came out, and then they announced that there was going to be a demo about a month beforehand, and when that demo dropped I bagged it straight away, got it downloaded, and I played that demo over and over again. This game had a lot to it. You could go to different planets within the game. Again, you had the little bit of free roam. It wasn't too much, but there was a bit where you could change characters and play as all these different characters. But like I say, it was more technical again as well. Compared to the previous Lego games, there was a lot more to it and a lot more puzzles to try and figure out how to play the game and complete the missions. it wasn't your bog standard Lego Star Wars game. And now the reason I'm putting this at number 2 is because this came out after the complete saga, after the original trilogy, and after the video game, of course, because they all came out in the early 2000s, 2005, 6 and 7. I'm putting this out because it was a few years before this came out, after those games, and when they dropped it, the excitement was real for me, and I just really enjoyed playing it. It might not have been the best for you guys, but it really was for me. The nostalgia is incredible, and I'm also going to be doing a walkthrough of this on the channel, so make sure you subscribe to stay up to date for that as well. But it was just a lot of fun for me, and the character designs were cool. I used to play this with my friends as well. They'd come around, we'd do split screen. So overall, I'm putting this at number 2 just because I really enjoyed it when it came out, and it was a lot of fun for me. I hope it was for you too, but let me know down in the comments. And at number 1, I think everyone knows what this is. A lot of people put this at their number 1 spot as well, just because of everything, the nostalgia, the way it played out, the fact that it goes on forever. There's 6 movies in it, and it's nothing else other than Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. Now, if somehow you do not know what this game is, what it is the first 3 movies from Lego Star Wars, the video game, which is The Phantom Menace, The Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith, and it's also added up the original trilogy. So that is 6 movies overall, and when this game came out, obviously, you had the previous games before, and obviously people would be like, okay, it's just the games we've already played, but it's not. They updated it a lot, they added a load of new stuff to it, and they made it more of a Lego game. They improved a lot of aspects to it, and it was great when this came out. I remember getting this, and I remember playing it non-stop. Obviously, with 6 games to play through, a lot of stuff to complete, a lot of studs to get to become a true Jedi throughout these levels. There was just so much to it that you could just play this game forever. I still play this game today. I've got it downloaded on my Xbox right now, and I've been playing it just to get me hyped for the Skywalker Saga, which is going to be amazing. We're talking 9 movies. This came out with 6 movies, and it was an amazing Lego Star Wars game. So let's just think about the fact of having all 9 movies all in one game, plus DLCs that could bring in stuff like the Solo Star Wars story and Rogue One. There's so much to it. Going off on a bit of a tangent, we always like to talk about the Skywalker Saga. Obviously, we got a release date that comes out on October 20th, 2020, so make sure you mark the date. But like I said, guys, this game, the complete saga, is coming in at number 1 due to the amount I played it, the amount everyone loves it. All 6 movies, you got so much to do in it. Loads and loads of characters. There's loads of extras as well you can get. So with extras, that means you can buy like vehicles and stuff like that to play through the free mode levels after you've completed them. And obviously you had the cantina as well, which is so good. They brought that in from the movie, and there's loads to do throughout the cantina as well. And you can create your own Jedis and characters as well to play through these missions. Overall, guys, there's not too much to say about these games because they're all great. They all have different things. Lego, the video game, obviously, Lego Star Wars, the video game is what I meant, not just the video game. That came out in 2005, very first Lego Star Wars game. Obviously, that was an absolute banger. It started the franchise, everyone loved it. But there are downfalls, it's not HD, it was really easy and fast to complete, so there wasn't much to it, but it was still a game. And then we go to the original trilogy, number 2. Again, that was good. A lot of people really did enjoy that. It's based off the best movies, in my opinion, in the franchise. But again, I didn't play it too much when I was a kid, so I can't really comment on it too much, which is why it came last. And then, obviously, we had the Clone Wars come out. That was awesome for me. I really did enjoy it. Like I said, after a while, the complete saga not being out, this dropped, and I played the demo over and over, and then I jumped on this and played it. There was a lot more to it. It's a bit more free roam. You could travel from planet to planet, and obviously the characters had a new design. They looked very cool. Obviously, the Force Awakens... I'm talking a lot here. The Force Awakens, I put that in number 3. Like I said, there's downfalls because it's just based off one movie. But again, there was a lot of updates, a lot more free roam. And it introduced so many characters that we had never played before, which is why I really liked that game. And then obviously the complete saga, which is the first 3 movies and the original trilogy all added into one. So much to do with it, so much gameplay and so many characters to play with as well. You had the cantina, and for that game I'm putting it at number 1 just because of the nostalgia and the amount I played it. It's amazing, and I'm sure Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is going to smash it out the park as well. So there's going to be a lot of people out there that do disagree with my thoughts, but overall, guys, I really did enjoy making this video, letting you know sort of why I enjoyed these games. A lot of it is just down to my personal opinion, the fact that how long I've played these games, when they came out, and how much I enjoyed them as a kid, and how much I'm enjoying them now, and sort of a few technical things about it. Some games may have had more technicalities to it, where it's harder to complete missions and there's puzzles and they lasted longer, which is what I like in a Lego game, and some of them were, you know, maybe just a bit too short and a bit too easy to complete, which is why I put it lower on the list. But overall, guys, I hope you enjoyed my list. Let me know your list in the comment section. Tell me what your top 5 favourite Lego Star Wars games are. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, but I have to end it here. Make sure you subscribe to stay up to date and turn notification bells on. Join the army and join the movement. I stay up to date with all the Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news. But guys, make sure you do subscribe. Enjoy the video. If you did, hit that like button. But overall, I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day and see you later.